Hi, guys. Welcome back to the journey of a non traditional law school student. Last week we talked about the process of applying to law school and what you need to do to help you prepare for the LSAT. The next big step, at least for me, was kind of because I had an idea of what school I wanted to go to, but anyway, we're going to look at some different schools. We're going to take a look at lcac.org, and we're going to look at some of the differences between some schools' hybrid programs. And hopefully, this will help to get you on your way if you're not already on this path. So, here we go. Okay, well, let's get into it. Sorry about the sound. I don't have a mic yet, so I'm relying on the audio from the computer. So you start here on the LSAC website, and you're going to first log in after you've created your account. So this is how it works on my laptop anyway. When you hover over the login, you get all these options. You want to come over and click your JD account. So you'll go in there and you'll get a link where you can search for law schools. Oops, sorry. I didn't want to log in because I don't want to show my student account and all that stuff. Some things gotta stay private. So there's a lot of ways you can search for law schools. Even by your GPA and your LSAT score. So if you want to look at schools that specifically have ABA data or American Bar Association data for schools that have accepted folks that are in your um, area are within your score ranges, then you can just do that a little easier. We're going to do kind of a broad search here, but I think, like I said on this my episode 2, that schools take a very holistic approach. So your scores aren't the end all be all. So we're interested in hybrid programs, or as for me anyway, that was my uh, search. So as a non-traditional student wanting to go part-time and not upend your life, um, I started just searching hybrid. And it's weird because you don't get a whole lot of options, not a really heavy list. Um, I thought this school looked kind of interesting, but you see on the description, you don't see anything about a hybrid program. Fortunately, every school you search for is going to have the link for the school website. So sometimes you have to go there and uh, poke around a little bit. So the hybrid information isn't painfully obvious with this university. So here you end up going to prospective JD students and applying. Um, and even then, you don't see anything about hybrid or online. And because everyone doesn't call it the same thing, what they call it is blended learning here. And that's not something I would have thought to search for. Um, these are the things you discover as you're looking for law schools to apply to when you complete everything. This might be ideal for some people. It wasn't for me. And for this school, you spend 1/3 of your time online and 2/3 in person. Um, that's not real helpful for me, and the online portion has no live component to it. So for me, I can't spend that much time away from work and out of state. So, this school didn't work for me, but it would work for a lot of people. So you heard it's all the way in St. Paul, Minneapolis. So I was mentioned earlier about the ABA data, and that's also in every school that comes up when you click on it. And I think that's a recent thing. Like all schools are required to put these disclosures up. So this is from what they have is from the 2018 class. So you can find a whole lot of more information about here. Oh, and here it mentions hybrid JD too, um, which is the blended learning. Um, so, um, but this list is pretty sparse. You have to kind of sometimes maybe adjust your keywords. So I said, how about let's go part-time online. I think that got me a few more hits. That got me a lot of hits, but and this is a little bit time consuming when you're doing your research. Um, so you look at some schools, like let's say University of Akron. I have kind of an affinity for those Ohio schools, and this page doesn't really say anything about their online or hybrid programs. But you go to the school website, and doggone it, I can't remember where it was in here. Is it the first page? No, I don't remember where it was. But their online, oh, they call it the blended online JD program. So this is another one that didn't really work for me. Um, so for their hybrid program, I should have looked at this earlier. But Akron, a lot of their hybrid program, you have to be on campus in Akron. You know, that might work for some people. Like if you're local to this area, then it's great for you. Uh, but for me, that's a bit of a trip. So I just it's not something that I could do. There was another school in Ohio that I found somewhat interesting, and that was just slow it down. Well, you can see that there's a heck of a lot of them. Oh, on it. University, yeah, there it is. University of Dayton, and I think they are really promoting their hybrid program. It was either right on this front splash page or it's flashed right on their school website. So when you go to their school website, I believe that's kind of one of the first things you see, the JD program, and then you see it right there. They have a hybrid JD program. Um, and you can request information. I think most schools have that, and they'll send you stuff. So, I thought this school was very interesting. You can do the hybrid JD, so a lot of it is online, and and it looks like this was the kind of thing I'm looking for. Because you can go here and not leave your job. You have face-to-face sessions with classmates and faculty. You have interactive video classes using the Socratic method, online course materials. So this looks promising. This one did. And they have a high bar passage percentage rate. So that looked very promising, and I actually added that school to my list, and it's one of the schools that I applied to. And I kind of like the idea of popping out to Ohio once in a while. And then there was another school that, when I got on here just now, I couldn't get it to come up for some reason. So I went to our good old fallback, Google, and I just searched ABA. That's American Bar Association. Uh, Hybrid J JD programs, not JA. JA is for jackass, but I'm not gonna say that here. So this school I actually know about because they were recruiting at my school, or excuse me, at my place of employment, and I had talked to them before, and their hybrid JD um, looked really promising. And one of the things that I liked with them is their focus on intellectual property. And I believe they're ranked pretty well. I believe they're top 5 in the country, and that's for intellectual property, which is likely to be my focus. So people like the program. I said, okay, let's put that on my list. And, all of these schools, if you want to apply, you have to apply, see right there, through LSAC. So you end up right back here where we started. Um, so, I think this is going to be really short today, but, that's good. I'm not going to waste all your time. So I did apply to this school, and Um, that is the school that I'm going to. So, University of New Hampshire, holla at your boy. Here we go. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I am going to UNH, and that's going to be the next chapter. So, uh, the University of New Hampshire might not work for you, but find what does. And like I always keep saying, it's never too late. Don't forget, if you like this video, hit like and subscribe. And that about sums it up. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope some of this information was useful. So I'll see you guys next time. God bless.